Today we're gonna be talking one of my favorite topics, which is related to this right here, to the sun. It's called heat stress. I'm outside my house and it's extremely hot. Okay, more than 100 degrees. I got a question for you. What might happen if you are working out there in the sun for way too long and you are not used to it? So you can be a victim of heat stress or exhaustion. So I've been having the symptoms of heat stress before. When I used to work as a carpenter, I was drinking a lot of soda, Coca-Cola, and a lot of water more than I supposed to. I was drinking too fast. So what happened is I started having cramps on my arms, and I start vomiting, and I start shaking. So those are the symptoms of stress. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do now. OSHA, give us this flyer right here. I really like it. We don't need to reinvent the wheel. Everything they need to know about heat stress is right here. Okay, the effects of the sun or the heat on our bodies. They start with exhaustion or tiredness. Okay, so one of the first things that you feel is that you start feeling dizzy. You start having a headache. Okay, you start sweating too much, more than usual. Probably you start sweating from your head, armpit. You just start sweating way too much. All right, you start feeling weak. All right, so you feel that you cannot carry this cement bag of 50 pounds. You start feeling weak, tired, start feeling cramps. Okay, you have to have nauseous and vomiting. Your heart start beating too fast. All right, kind of like you want to have like palpitations, just too fast. That means you are very exhausted, and this is just like a warning sign that you need to do something about it. You need to listen to your body. If you are feeling that way, you need to do the next step that I'm going to explain to you. Okay, the next one that is a little bit more serious is your skin start getting red. I have seen my coworkers when they were working putting a roof, I seen their skin, they became extremely red. Okay, your temperature, body temperature, is becoming way too high, and this is the reason why people die of heat stress, because of the body temperatures. It goes too up, too high, that your internal organs stop functioning. Okay, that's how serious that is. Let's go insulation. Okay, you still feel confused, oriented. So that means that you start forgetting things. You don't know where you are. That's another sign that this is extremely serious. Okay, you start having convulsions. This is how serious this can be. Face of a heat stress that's more serious than the previous one, and you can faint. You can just fall on the floor and forget where you are. You just faint. Okay, so you need to be extremely careful with the first symptoms. All right, you might need medical attention. The body of every person is different, so I can have some symptoms. For instance, I can have a headache. You can have nausea. You can have dizziness. So everybody, the heat stroke reactions are different for every person. Okay. All right. So how would you keep yourself safe and healthy? Okay, this is the deal. You need to do this. What is this? Water. You need to drink water every 15 minutes. Make sure you water. Also, you drink water that is too cold, or you drink water way too often, that can have collateral damage as well. Just drink water at your own pace. We know, it's hot and you're desperate for a drink of water. Make sure it's not too cold. And make sure you don't drink way too much. Okay. So make sure the next thing that you're gonna do. So the reason I'm showing you this video is because you need to look around, and as you can see, there's a lot of trees. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna go to a shadow and rest. All right. Life is important. We know that construction there is a lot of rush schedule. People trying to do things fast. You might have a lousy boss that's telling you to go go go, and your body is more important. Your life is more important. So look for a nice tree, nice shadow, and rest. Just tell them that you're extremely tired. You are not feeling well, and relax 15 to 20 minutes. Okay. Next thing, uh, backup. Right? Like a police, always your backup. Have a coworker, work in pairs, two people. So Mr. Sosa is working here, building this wall. I may have my coworker close to me, or where I can see him. So he can something happen to me. He might call 911. He might give me first aid. He might give me CPR. He might bring me some water, etc., etc. So work in pairs. Use a hat and light clothes and colors that are like white or light colors. Okay, hard hat is fine, which is gonna happen with the hard hat. This hard hat is gonna get hot. Okay, I'm gonna get hot as well. If you have a chance where no hard hat, it is required. Suppose you are working as a landscaper, use a hat. There are some things that you can put right here on the back, so it help you in your neck, so you won't get too hot as well. Or some people put like just like a bandana backwards and put it like this. Okay, light colors, clothes. All right, this one right here to work in the hot is not good. It's a dark color. This will attract more the heat, so it will be hotter. Make sure it's not like a long sleep. It has to be like a short sleep. Okay. You're working on on where is a lot of heat and you don't have much experience doing it. You need to start at your own pace, little by little. Probably like working half day, working 6 hours, working 7 hours, etc., etc. Do not start working right away because your body is not used to that kind of heat. Okay. Say look around uh, for shadows, for trees. You see a place, probably if you're driving out, you see a store where it's air conditioner, go in there and rest. Okay. Now, suppose that somebody is actually having a heat stroke. What would you do? All right, that's the next question. You need to be ready for an emergency. Heat stress can kill you. All right, you need to ask for help immediately, right away. How are you gonna ask for help? Right here. Call 911. All right. So you need to look for your supervisor. Tell the person that has the phone or radio that talk to your supervisor and ask for help immediately. All right. You can start if you are a CPR certified. You can start that person giving CPR or first aid. Okay. Number one, Mr. Sosa is working here. He fell off. He just faint. What you gonna do about it? This is the deal. You have to grab the person and move it to the shadow. Okay. Move it to the place where there is shade. Okay. You need to do this. There are chances that this person is being a victim of heat stroke. He's gonna start vomiting or he's gonna start throwing up. All right. When he stop vomiting or throwing up, you need to do this. Again, water, water, water. Give him water. The reason the internal organs, once the water goes through your system, it will cool off your body. Okay. And when this person is being a victim of heat stroke, you need to give him water little by little. Make sure if he has a cloth that is tight, make sure you lose that clothes. All right. You need to help him to uh, get refreshed. You can put a fan. You can put a ice pocket or ice. Put it right here. Put right here in the legs. Here make sure the clothes are light. Okay, if he has dark clothes, you have to take him off. Then you have to call 911. Okay, you need to be ready to describe the symptoms. You need to be ready to say the location of your work. This is extremely important. The symptoms, you need to articulate what is the people having, not the right palabra, right the vocabulary. When the person, what's happening with that person? Is that person throwing up? Is that person having convulsion? Is that person having palpitation? Is that person faint? Is that person is shaking, etc., etc. Location, my address, Texas 78664. So you need to know your location in the top of your head. So when you call 911, you won't have a hard time telling where you are. So they can come fast. Every second counts when this emergency is happening. Okay. So just realize that probably if you're making the call, you're gonna be a little bit nervous. So you need to have that information handy. Well, we can prevent this illness, heat illness, in our workplace. We have to shades, shades. All right. I have a beautiful shade right here. I'm gonna show it to you under the tree. That's a beautiful shade. So right here, I feel so much better talking to you than talking to you in the sun. Refreshment, water, training, and emergency plan. That's what you're doing right now. You are doing your training. You're getting your OSHA 10. You're having a kid illness training. Emergency plan, like I said, what you're gonna do when a friend or coworkers maybe happen to you have a symptoms of a heat stress. All right, make an emergency plan. Call 911. Know the right location. Put ice probably right here. The armpits, put right here. A little bit of ice as well. Use clothes. Do not wear black. Try not to wear long sleeves. Of if they are long sleeves, make sure that they are kind of like a light color. If you are not required to wear a hard hat, you can wear a hat, big hat, so the sun rays will come all the way to your body. What I have also, work with your coworkers as a friend. Take care of each other. If you see your coworker is not feeling well, tell him to go to the channel and help him out. Teamwork is always important in every single situation in life. Okay, I've known people that have died because of heat illness, and it's just devastating for the family. And what happened was that it was just way too hot. The body went to 110 degrees and 120, that the internal organs they just stop functioning, and sometimes ER comes, it's just too late.